y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Gorgg, and I'm super happy to be here to do this video. So, okay, I put up a poll on my Instagram, and I had everyone vote on what kind of vlog I should put up. And the options were an update on my life, you know, with a little inspiration, or boyfriend and men advice. And boyfriend and men advice won 70 to 30. So 70% to 30%. So I'm here to talk about these niggas. Woo! Okay, so I decided to vlog on my bed in like a little chill outfit. I just want to do it like it's girl talk, like I'm just talking to my homegirl, like I'm just talking to my friends. Alright, so I'm a Gemini, and so when I give my friends advice, I like to give them advice on both ends of the spectrum. I go in on one side, I go in on the other side, and I let them decide what's best for them. And then from there, I will help you along the process, right? First things first, when it comes to being able to handle a boyfriend, when it comes to being able to be in a relationship, when it comes to being able to be secure in a relationship, when it comes to knowing when to leave a relationship, the most important thing is being secure within yourself. And that's the truth. You have to have self-love. Like, the only way you'll know if a relationship is healthy for you or if it's bad for you is if you love yourself. Like, if you don't love yourself, you would think that something is good for you when it's not, or you won't be able to appreciate something that is good for you. So most importantly, I always say, like, make sure you love yourself. Don't love yourself based off of another person's love for you, like a man, because that person is gone. Your self-love leaves with them. Love yourself, love yourself. I know it's not the easiest thing in the world. I know sometimes with certain ways we're brought up is don't learn that, or you don't get a chance to learn it because you're too busy trying to grow up fast, or it's just so many other things going on in the world that you don't have time to just stop and love yourself. But that's like the number one thing, like, love yourself. Okay, I'm gonna talk about good men and bad men. All right, I don't know what to do first. To niggas in general. Okay, let me say, when it comes to dudes in general, my best advice is be on whatever a guy is on. And what I mean by that is, if a man is going to treat you like a queen, then you're going to treat him like a king. Period. If he wants to take care of you, spoil you, adore you, protect you, like, if he wants to do everything for you, like, if he treats you right, then treat him right. Spoil him in return, take care of him, cook for him, clean for him. You know, like, obviously we can't do that all the time, especially with us being younger. But when you're around him, you take care of him, make him feel like a king. That's just what it is. Spoil your man. I mean, financially, sexually, emotionally, everything. Like, take care of him. But that's only if he's taking care of you and spoiling you. Now, if a dude wants to be I don't know if I'm allowed to really curse like that much on YouTube, but if he want to be all about him, barely treating you right, barely communicating with you, like, be on whatever he is on. Like, if he don't know how to act, then don't know how to act either. That's how I feel. If a man want to act like he don't know how to act, I don't know how to act either. What's really important to me is, as younger people, like, I'm 22. So as a younger adult, I cannot even imagine myself focusing too much on a man. I can't allow myself to put all my energy into a man, because I did that before. And I learned to get out your feelings because there's no money in there. Like, you have to be about you, be about your business. Okay, let me see, because I got some questions. So now I'm going to talk about friends. Alright, so I was watching Wags Miami, and this female doctor, she was an OBGYN, African American, older woman, very educated. She said, don't let your friends talk you into leaving your man because everybody puts up with something. Just because in your relationship, you have your flaw. Every relationships have their flaw. All of them. Don't let nobody lie to you and tell you that they don't. And the flaw that you're dealing with may not be a flaw that your friend can handle, but the flaw she's dealing with in her relationship may not be something you can handle. So when you sitting there telling your friend about whatever the flaw is in your relationship is, and she's like, oh girl, no, you need to leave him, no, you need to, and you get up and leave your man, now you over here lonely as hell while she's still with her man because you took her advice. Alright, so I'm gonna break this down and give y'all examples. Alright. Okay, person in relationship A. Her relationship is going pretty good. Things are pretty good between the two of them, but her man is mainly like focused on his career and getting money and, you know, trying to get his career established. And so they may not communicate as much, and they may not be up under each other all the time on the phone 24/7, but it's kind of working for them. You get what I'm saying? And then person in relationship B, her man let me see, what's gonna be her issue? Person in relationship B, her man is clearly talking to other females, but he don't, nothing at home changes. He talk to his girl all the time. He makes sure she feel good. He take care of her, everything, like, you know, he makes seem everything good with her, but he talk to other girls, like, you know, every here and there he doing stuff with other women, and she kind of know, but she feel like, okay, well, as long as my man is taking care of me, as long as nothing changes at home, I'm good. I'm not really worried about that right now. No, this how it's gonna go. Boom, I got her. The girl in relationship A is kind of envious of her friend's relationship because she feel like, dang, your man always with you. He always getting stuff for you, da 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 da. She's only noticing that because she feels like, you know, her man aren't communicating as much or whatever. And so she could be complaining to her friend like, man, my man, like, he don't really, like, he's so busy, he's too busy for me, he don't really communicate with me, da 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 da. Her friend like, what, he ain't communicating with you? What, he not, girl, he not calling you? Girl, you need to leave him, da 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 da. And you get your ass up and you leave him. Sis over here made you feel like, damn, something was wrong with my relationship, but low-key over there, her man is literally cheating on her and talking to other females, and she know it, but she dealing with it. Don't let your friend tell you to leave because she over there putting up with something too. And it's not like the friend hating, it's just like she really feel like, oh, that's something I wouldn't deal with. It's just that simple. If you feel like you can deal with it, or if it's not being detrimental to you, or it's not detrimental to your relationship, or something like, you know, it's real love, or you know that bond is there, focus on that. Everybody's putting up with something. It is what it is. And if you feel like he's focusing on his career so much and it's really hurting, like it's really bothering you, maybe that's because you're not busy enough yourself. Maybe you need to focus on your career too, because at the end of the day, yeah, we're young. Like, we need to focus on our careers. We need to focus on our future. Like, duh. How do you boss your life up and completely forget about males? What do you do in your spare time while you're waiting for a good guy? Best advice for getting over situationships that feels like heartbreak. First of all, I don't know. I can't completely forget about males. Like, I ain't gonna, like, completely, that's a strong word. Completely forget, like that. But how do you boss your life up? I feel like some people it's easier to say, I'm finna focus on myself. I'm finna get my career together. I'm finna boss my life up. It's easier for some people to do that because it's in them. Some people, like, please don't come for me because this is my opinion. Some people are born with it and some people are not. That doesn't mean people who aren't going to be successful. It just means that they have to acquire it over life, or acquire it through time, or go through certain situations to get it. And that's okay. And it may be harder for them to, like, decide to just focus on themselves, or, you know, focus on their career because maybe they're a bit insecure. And that just goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like, the way you decide to do that is you got to stop and realize that, okay, you have what you can deal with, you have what you can't. If a dude is treating you a certain way that you cannot handle, if there's a flaw in the relationship that you feel like you cannot deal with, leave. Leave. Don't deal with shit you can't. You feel like you don't want to deal with. Why? Because there's always a nigga out there who will treat you better, who will love you better, who will do more for you, who will adore you. There's always a better nigga. Like, if you feel like the one you're with is not the one for you, then that's probably because he's not. Because there's someone else out there who's for you, who's going to treat you better, who's going to love you more. Like, it's hard. It's very, very hard to leave, but you have to make that decision to love you more than you love him. What makes it easier to forget about a dude and boss your life up and focus on yourself is to find something that you really enjoy doing. You have to find something that you really like to do. Figure out what's your passion, what's your destiny. Once you figure that out, it's gonna be, it makes that career, it makes that aspect of bossing your life up not a job. It makes it fun. It makes it something you really want to do. It makes you give it your all because you genuinely enjoy doing it. You gotta pray on it, ask God to be behind you while you go for it, and go for it. Okay, what do you do in your spare time when you're waiting on a good man? Focus on you and date. And while you're dating, you don't take anything too serious. Enjoy, have fun. Like, we're young. Like, don't try to, like, don't go into relationships or don't go into talking to a dude and feel like, oh, I want to be, like, you can't go into it thinking this need to be the one. I want to make him the one. If the bond is there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. If the chemistry is there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. And it's okay. Like, just enjoy. And when the right man comes across, you will know. That's it. And you may think someone is and he's not, and don't beat yourself up for thinking, oh, I thought he was the one and he's not. It's okay. We all do that. We all do that. We all think someone is the one and he turns out not to be, and that's okay, because what's most important is that you learned a lesson from that relationship that's gonna make the relationship with the one, that relationship is gonna make you be that girl to the right one. It's okay. Don't let nobody turn your heart cold. Don't let nobody, and that's really hard for me, because I go in and out of savage mode like real bad. Like one minute I'm lovey-dovey and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this so that. And next thing you know, I'm like, fuck that nigga. Everything switches off for me sometimes. Like, I'm a Gemini. It's either I really fuck with you or I really don't fuck with you. Like, it's no in between. Your focus just don't need to be a dude. Don't make your focus a dude, period. Because these dudes' focus is not women. Let's be great women. Let's get our shit together. Let's be on top of our stuff that the niggas are cooing for us. Lined up around the block. When that man come into your life, he's gonna elevate you higher. Like, he's gonna make you 10 times the woman you are. We know we all like ignore little red flags. It's okay. We all be, you know, we hopeful. We're so hopeful, hopeless romantics, and we be like, okay, we're just gonna ignore that and give him another chance. Oh, okay, I'm gonna just ignore that little red flag and hope he get together. Yeah. You remember all the red flags you ignored in that last relationship? If you see them red flags again, go the other way, because we not dealing with that this year. We're not doing that no more. I think that's the best advice I could possibly give when it comes to men and boyfriend advice. Like, I think I was talking more on not being in relationships, or like, you know, bad dudes and how to get past dudes and how to get over relationships or things like that. But I mean, I kind of balanced it out. I talked about, if a man treats you well, treat him well. Like I said, spoil him. A man who treats me well can get the world. We need niggas who pour into us, teaching us things about how to be great women. That's why I don't like young boys. Like, I really don't like dudes my age. I won't say young, but I always remember that if a dude is 22 years old, he got the mentality of a 19-year-old. Period. A 19-year-old, because we mature faster. I don't know. For me, I'm not in the business of raising dudes no more. I done did that. Every dude I ever talked to, I made them better as men. And I'm going to always do that. I'm going to always make you a better man, because, I mean, we're not going to be dating and trying to be stagnant in life. But I'm not, if I have to invest over 50% of me into you, or as a 22-year-old woman, it's an issue. If I'm pouring so much energy into you, what energy do I have for myself? I don't have time for that. I want us to grow together. That's my difference. I don't want to raise you and make you a better man. I want us to grow together and become better people in general. You become a better man while I become a better woman at the same time. But if I'm sitting up here taking my time away from me and I'm having to raise you, I'm not going to grow myself. So that is my advice on men and boyfriends, and I had so much fun recording this video. I love giving advice. I love talking to people. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you can take something from it and become a better woman, a more prepared woman for men and for relationships. There's other tips that I haven't really mentioned, but I don't want this video to go on too long. So I'll probably eventually one day do a question and answer video, and in my question and answer video, you can ask me specific questions and I'll answer those. So thank you guys so much for watching. Before you leave, don't forget to press that button right down there. I don't know if it's over here or over there, but that red button that says subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Like my video if you did. If you didn't, dislike it. Comment on it. Tell me what you did like, what you didn't like. Quote me on certain things, because I'm here for the quotes. And share my videos. Y'all do what y'all gotta do. Make it happen. Make it pop. Grab some champagne. Put my video on. Have girl talk, because that's what this was for me. It was girl talk. And I look forward to hearing your responses. And I'll see you guys in my next video.